Welcome back. Some of the world's most notorious authoritarians are in agreement on one thing, that the women in their countries should focus more on procreation. In recent weeks, Vladimir Putin called on Russian women to start having 8 or more children in a bid to, quote, preserve old traditions. In North Korea, Kim Jong-un said women have a duty to stop the decline of the country's births in order to strengthen national power. And in China, President Xi Jinping said the country's women must start, quote, a new trend of family. Here to discuss, editor of Forbes Women, Maggie McGrath, and MSNBC analyst Huma Abedin. She's the vice chair of the Forbes and Know Your Value 3050 Summit. Huma, what is behind these remarks?
You know, Mika, I think the great irony is all three men who have said this have never had to themselves conceive, carry, and birth a child into this world with all the challenges and responsibilities that come with that. But, you know, I think that the way I see this is they're using this argument of national pride and patriotism, but really what this is a guise for an economic argument, you know, and if there's a problem in a country, of course, you need women to fix it. But take a look at Russia, already on an economic slowdown, exacerbated by the war with Ukraine, North Korea. I mean, talk about an economy that's already broken and a heavily sanctioned economy. They've had rapidly declining fertility rates over the last decade. And so it's a real, and they rely on a mobilized workforce. And then you have China, where you have an aging population and low birth rates at the same time. And you have women basically saying, I'm going to delay getting married for the reasons you just mentioned. The high cost of childcare, the hindrance at work, and really just gender discrimination. So the way I see it is that it's hard enough for women to have one child, let alone the 7 or 8 that these men require us to produce. But ultimately what this is masking is economic, really just challenges and insecurities in these countries.
And Maggie, if history is any indication, governments rarely can convince women to have more babies. I mean, do you agree? Tell us why.
I do agree. We have seen politicians in Taiwan and Finland and Hungary and Germany introduce things like baby bonuses and financial incentives to boost their country's birth rates, and that hasn't worked. And that is for a variety of complicated and interwoven issues, chief of which is that attitudes towards childbearing and family creation have changed. Gone are the days where my Grandma McGrath had 9 kids, right? Women have more financial and educational and professional opportunities. And as we have made gains in the workplace and society, attitudes towards being child-free and the stigma towards being child-free have actually declined. The Max Planck Institute for Demographic Research said this summer that the ideal of a child-free life is increasing. Now, part of the reason gets to Huma's point and your point. There's an economic and financial reality here. It is expensive to raise a family. In the U.S., $21,000 per year on average to raise a child. That adds up to $300,000 over the course of a child's life, not including college. And then we have to look at the policies that are in place to support families through this economic reality. My sources say that it's not enough to have a one-time baby bonus. We need to look at cost of living, paid family leave, caregiving policies. Are the structures in place to create the proverbial village that it takes to raise a family? In the United States and too many parts of the world, the answer to that question is no.
Yep, very great question, too. I want to switch gears because we have news on our upcoming 3050 Summit in Abu Dhabi, which is taking place March 5th through March 8th. International Women's Day. The global event focuses on creating cross-generational alliances to provide guidance and insight to women at every stage of their career, while also offering diverse perspectives and rich cultural immersion. This event has been remarkable every step of the way. And Huma, we have exciting new speaker announcements about this year's event. Who's going to be headlining?
Well, Mika, Maggie and I have been so excited waiting for today to make the first of many announcements of our speakers joining us in March. And we really focused on a broad spectrum of women leaders across a series of industries: women in finance, women founders and entrepreneurs, women in fashion. And you'll see the names just get better and better. So I'm kind of bursting with excitement at the moment. But the first woman I'm thrilled is joining us is Suze Orman, who is the host of the Women and Money podcast and the founder of Secure Save. But really, what Suze is our finance North Star. Every woman in America should know who she is. Every woman in the world should know who she is, because she talks about a subject. She was a pioneer in the subject that many women are uncomfortable talking about, and that's money. She teaches us, gives us tools and programs on how to invest our money, how to save our money, how to grow our money, in the end, have financial security, a long-term financial security. And I think people are going to be excited to hear what she has to say. And the second speaker I'm thrilled to announce is Meg Ryan, a Golden Globe nominated actor, director, and producer. All of us remember her iconic roles that she played in the late 80s and the 90s, the three films, Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail, and When Harry Met Sally. And she's really was just an iconic actress of that decade, and thrilled. She has a new movie that just came out, so we're thrilled to hear more from her in March.
And she's had some great things to say about aging.
Absolutely.
In a really positive way.
Yes.
And so, Maggie, who else have we got? And by the way, Suze Orman is the reason. She's my inspiration. I created Know Your Value in part after watching her. But who else have we got?
Mika, I'm thrilled to share that we have Sheila Johnson. She is perhaps best known as the co-founder for BET. She and her ex-husband sold the network to Viacom for $3 billion in 2001, but she didn't stop there. She founded Salamander Hotel and Resorts. She has purchased stakes in 3 professional sports leagues teams, including the NBA Wizards. She's the only black woman to own stakes in that many professional sports teams. So she has a lot of insight to share with us. She believes in intergenerational conversations and work, which is so perfect for this event.
And we have more announcements in the weeks to come. Huma Abedin, Maggie McGrath, thank you both very much. For more details on the summit, head over to Forbes.com or KnowYourValue.com. Thanks, guys, very much for coming on this morning. And up